Good morning to you, up bright and breezy this morning after, I have to confess, a little bit of a late night last night, burning it a little bit at both ends. Tracy was in bed about 9 o'clock.
That bad?
But she was up about 6 o'clock this morning. Anyway, we are off to see a potential mastermind candidate. Couldn't make the day we had yesterday that you would have watched. So we're super excited to meet her and share with her exactly what we do and how we can help her fast track her successful business.
Looking forward to it.
It's fun, isn't it? Catch you later. Have a good one. Be productive. What another gorgeous day. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Cannot get enough of it. See you in a little bit. Okay, so just finished our meeting. What an amazing little place, actually. So it's kind of like a hot desky kind of place, but you rent some desks. If you're a small business, but you don't want to, be in the typical kind of, you got 6 people shoved in a little tiny boom cupboard somewhere in communal offices, for example. It's really cool. It's like an open plan, has that whole kind of tech startup vibe and everything else. Anyway, never seen anything like it, actually, so I thought it was really cool. It was very cool. We are now going to head on home. We have a long day ahead of us, finishing tonight with our new foundation program that we're launching today. Interestingly, one of the things we were talking about today just now was how hard it is sometimes balancing the growth of your business with other priorities in your life. And of course that never changes no matter where you are, whether you're starting up or whether you're 100 going for 200 or you're a million going for 2 million or and above. It's always a case of trying to balance these priorities. I always have a saying, which is there's way more you could do than you can do. In other words, you need to really start being disciplined with what you say no to, and sometimes it does mean making some sacrifices so that you can really focus on the business or on the aspects that you need to in order to push them forward and grow them forward. There's no question, is there, Tracy, that we sacrifice things in our life in order to get the bigger game and play the bigger game that we're currently playing, and it can be really hard for business owners to make that decision, make that choice, and to make that commitment. And if that's you're with us, we're all the same. It's really hard. The truth of the matter is, you've got to work out what is it you want more, what is it you want longer term, what's your longer term vision, and what's the stuff you're going to do today that's going to get you to that. And then it's about being super disciplined with yourself and doing what you need to do today in order to create the tomorrow that you want.
Exactly that.
Awesome. Isn't Tracy's jacket looking cool? New jacket. There you go. Awesome. We'll catch up with you in just a little bit. Have a good one. Okay, so just got back home. I am about to have juice number 2. I haven't shared this yet with you, but I am currently on a juice cleanse. I like to do these from time to time. It's been a little bit overdue. Last one I did was probably late springtime. I like to do one at least once a quarter. I'm currently doing 10 days. I'm on day 3 of 10 days of these. All I get is 4 of these a day. I get a little sachet every day of like a little shot, maybe ginger shot, celery shot, something like that, beetroot shot. And if you're starving to death, you get a pure crushed vegetable bar. Actually, they taste a lot better than you think. So that's it. That's what I'm eating. That's all I'm consuming. Maybe a bit of herbal tea along the way. I have a little herbal coffee, which I have. And that is it for 10 days. Resets my brain, resets my body, wakes me up. I sleep better on it. I just reset any cravings you might have, any bad habits that picked up over the summer in terms of eating too many processed carbs and sugars and all that lot. Just a really big reset in every level. I will lose some weight as well. You will notice, just so you know, over the next week now, I've done 3 days, over the next week you will notice a little bit I'll be less jowly at the end of this, because the weight does pile off you. It really does, and it doesn't come back on unless you go back and do all your old shitty habits. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. I've got a load of snagging to do today. I'm working on a project, actually. I'm trying to put it together. I've got about 3 or 4 women I'm trying to all pull together to do a little part of actually getting a book printed and released in time for Expert Empires Underground at the end of November. I want to try and do this in record time. I'm going away to Crete at the end of next week for what I call my working retreat, so I can get my head down and work on these projects without distraction. And one of the things we're looking at is producing a pocket book to take to Expert Empires. However, given the print lead times, I'm going to have to literally produce my content in about 2 days, maybe 3 days. I need someone then to pull that together into something, a manuscript that's readable, and then I need someone else to proofread that, someone else to typeset that. That's my 4 ladies. And then I also have someone to print them. So it's going to be really challenging. I'm going to be up against it, but today I'm just working out, can I actually pull this off? Or am I biting off even too much for me to chew? Anyway, got all that coming up, load of snagging, loads of bits and pieces, and tonight we've got our new foundation group, and I'll share some content there. It'll be really great content actually. This is the fundamentals of human behaviour, why we do what we do, why we don't do what we should do, why we do the things we shouldn't do, and ultimately why, what makes us motivated, why do we procrastinate, why do we have doubt. So obviously I won't share all of that with you because you'll have to be in the room for about 2.5 hours yourself, but I will share some snippets with you later on if you stay tuned. No matter where you are in your business or your life, trust me, you need to get on top of your mindset, you need to get on top of your attitude, you need to get on top of your behaviours, because that is what is giving you the results you have in life and business and everything. So I'll share that with you. Stay tuned, have an awesome one. Catch you in just a little bit. Okay, so that came around fast. I've been flat out literally all afternoon and early evening. Got myself a 10-minute power nap because if you know me, you know how much I love a power nap. Now it's time to head over to BBB headquarters to meet our brand new foundation program members. And today's all about the fundamentals behind mindset, attitude, behavior. Ultimately, what drives us to do what we do and what holds us back from doing what we should do. I'll share with you lots of hints and tips along the way. Have a good one. Talk to you in a bit. Okay, so Tracy's in the house, just Tracy at the moment. Don't panic, it's not only going to be about Tracy, little me. It's not just about Tracy, we've got them coming, we're just here a bit earlier. Normally, people are already here early, so I don't get a chance to show you the room much. But what a stunning venue. Everyone who comes here comments on it, and it makes up for my lack of smartness in myself. I let the room do the talking for me.
Sorry, didn't mean to, but I heard you cannot do it to me. Say, I know that we've been fighting. But can we just hold up and maybe say I'm trying to make things right? I don't know why I did what I did. Somehow I think that I lost my head. Don't know why. Don't know why. I realized when I'm with you.
Okay, so an awesome session, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I completely and utterly indulge myself in the content today. It's at the core philosophy of everything we stand for at BBB, and it sits behind everything that we do in terms of behaviour, taking action, and ultimately getting the results that we want out of life. Behind me there, you'll see some gobbledygook. I want to share with you this model here really quickly. It's the aeroplane. And what I talk about is these internal forces that drive us, but also these external forces that drive us, and maybe some hold us back. And the analogy is this. Imagine you've got an aeroplane. You don't see the forces, but you see the result of the forces. So for example, you can see that the plane's not falling out of the sky, so you know there has to be lift. You can see the fact that if you took away lift, the plane would fall and plummet out of the sky, so you know there has to be weight. You can see the thrust because this plane is shooting across the sky at 600 odd miles an hour, and you know there's drag because if there wasn't any drag, it wouldn't need to keep the engines thrust in. It could just give it one quick and off it would go. So life is the same. Quite often when you say to people, what's holding you back, or what's in the gap, or what's weighing you down, etc., quite often they don't know. Sometimes people look at you completely blank. They don't even know the question I'm asking. So what I say to them is really simple. Just like an aircraft, you might not necessarily be able to see the actual forces, but you can see the result of the forces. So a good place to start is to look at your life and look at where you're not making the progress that you want to be making. If you're not making the progress that you desire to make, there has got to be another force holding you back or potentially weighing you down. If you're not taking the steps necessary in order to achieve something that you deem as very desirable or very necessary for you, the fact you've got that forward momentum, that forward drive, that thrust of desiring something, wanting something, needing something is a powerful driver. If you're still not fully committing, there's got to be something else holding us back. So there's two things you can do in life. You can keep gassing it and keep hitting the thrust and drive more and drive more. The risk is you absolutely burn out. You're fighting yourself. Or what you can do is you can start to look backwards a little bit and look at what's holding you back and start to unpick that. That's what we do in personal development. That's what we do here at Success Groups. A big part of what we do. whilst we're here focusing on helping you get the business you want, the success you want, a big part is to help you keep making great progress towards those goals. And to do that, we have to look inside ourselves and we have to start maximizing those forces that drive us forward and pull us forward, whilst removing and reducing as much as humanly possible those forces that are holding us back or weighing us down. I think it's a great metaphor, great analogy, but a fucking terrible drawing. Anyway, I'll check in with you tomorrow. I am done for the night. It's a late one. I've worked up a bit of a sweat. I hope you had a good one. Hope you're moving your life and your goals forward. And I will check in with you tomorrow and we'll do it all over again. Have a good one.